First and foremost, before we get started, I like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekah Kwadash, and double honors to the elders great millstone, Wallunch's truth, and also to the Ophilac that is scattered abroad. I like to say, Shalom. Come back here today with another great, powerful lesson to spare the power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And the type of day lesson is the end goal, the fifth industrial revolution. So I like to say shalom to all our listeners and learners. Hope to sweep you today and guide you back in the path of righteousness and back to your true power, which in fact is Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. So before we start today's lesson, have a quick news article here by Daily Mail. And it said researchers say we are entering the fifth industrial revolution that sees humans and AI-powered machines work together, a far cry from the 1780s industry steam pumps. So what is the fifth industrial revolution? So I'm just going to read it off another little article I got here on the side. It says here, the fifth industrial revolution, also called Industry 5.0, is a concept describing a future phase of industrial development where humans and advanced technologies like AI, intelligence, robotics, and the Internet of Things work together. So one thing about it, so we're seeing that right now that we're here. They constantly bringing this new society, this new system into play. So let's get a little bit more. So you see right here, it said we are entering the fifth industrial revolution. So it's showing you the fifth industrial is what is really is leading into what? Transhumanism, massing man with machine. So let's get a little bit more. It says here, I got videos to bring it out with a little bit more edification. It says scientists, engineers, and businesses leaders are preparing for a unprecedented and a previously unimaginable interconnection between human beings and AI. It says some call it the cognitive age, as AI will interpret data from its own sensor. So we're getting very close to that time. So this is gonna be dealing with your with transhumanism. It's gonna be dealing with robotics, AI, and also biometrics. So we already know where this is going. Sound what? Revelation chapter 13. So we're very close. And also that Neuralink, Elon Musk, also he has these new robotic arms, robotic legs. If a person lose their leg or their arm, they can mash you, fit you with one of these robotic arms with this Neuralink, and also that RFID microchip. So it's gonna work hand in hand. That's why they're saying that we have entered the fifth industrial revolution, a revolution that is gonna be dealing with technology, artificial intelligence, robotics, the Internet of Things, that 5G, 6G blockchain system. And also, it's going to do away with your smart device, or you are going to become the device. So we already know that this man is getting ready to bring it to pass. So let's go here and get a little examples. Let me see if I can find some of these. Let's open up this window here. It got 5 little images. Let's open it up. Let's get a little examples of that. It says here, you see the fourth industrial started with this guy here, Steve Jobs, the one that invented the iPhone. Saying then go all the way back to the steam engine. So we're seeing that knowledge shall increase. So that's how we also know that we're living in the end times. Let's a little bit more, just a little bit more to give you a little example of these industries, ages that we came through. So we're seeing that the technology constantly increase over, I think, a span of give or take over maybe just a few hundred years. I say 300 or 400 years, maybe less than that. But see how fast it increased. It tell you about the Industrial 1. It tell you about it's the steam engine, and here it says Industrial 2 revolution says the what it says here, the internal combustion engine. Then it says here Industrial 3, it says the kind of hard for me to read. I had to stretch it out a little bit. Binary computing, came out with the the personal computer. Then after that, the AI, the smartphone. Now to transhumanism, Neuralink, this RFD microchip, massing man and machine, 5G blockchain system. So we're seeing that we're here, and that's just what is the main goal. That's why when these elections start, we knowing that all of a sudden that Elon Musk came on the scene, to bring forth this new society that they're getting ready to bring forth. So we know that we are very, very close. I have another article here about Elon Musk Neuralink. It said Elon Musk Neuralink to trial game changing brain chip to control robot arms. So let's read this again. It said Elon Musk Neuralink to trial game changing brain chip to control robot arms. So we see it right now. So they got all things ready. So this is the fifth industrial revolution there it has begun. And one thing about it, we already know that's going to lead into total control, surveillance, going with your biometrics, also face recognition. All these things are getting ready to come into play. It says here, it's an Elon Musk startup also added that it will allow participant of its ongoing prime study to join the new Convoy ability test. So, this man right here, he's the one that's going to launch this NWO, saying that this hour of temptation is fast approaching. Let's get a little bit more, then we're going to get some video. It said Elon Musk Neuralink, the brain-computer interface firm, said it has received the green light to launch a new ability study for using the brain implant and robotic arms. So that's all we're going to get at this. So it's going into these lying wonders. Let's get a little bit more. It said, though a post on X, Neuralink announced the approval and launch of the feasibility study. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. Salakia for that. It said to extend brain computer interface, BCI computer, using the N1 implant to an investigational assistive robotic arm. They using all these big words. It said the startup says that the launch of the study is an important step towards restoring not just digital but also physical freedom in those that need it the most. So a lot of people are going to trust in this new technology, this new system, these lying wonders, this counterfeit technology. A lot of people are going to line up just like clockwork for convenience, to make them better, to see, to walk, to even hear, or to have sight. So all these things are lying wonders. This is what they're going to entice you with. So now let's go here and get a quick preset. So we're seeing that we're here, the fifth industrial revolution. So they moving very quickly. Let's go here to get this quick preset right here. Sirach, then we're going to open up the videos, the day's video, and then we'll start the lesson. Not meant to be a long lesson. Sirach chapter 12 and verse 10. One quick verse. We all know this verse here. We go here all the time. It says here, Sirach, Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 10. It said, never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So one thing about it, that everything this man is trying to bring forth is going to lead to your death and your destruction. And one thing about, why would you want to trust this man anyway? And look at his track record. All he has done, he has brought death and hell has followed him everywhere he goes. Now all of a sudden now he has a solution. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, he said, never trust thy enemy. And who is your enemy? When you go to Psalm chapter 83, will give you a list. You know what I'm saying? Starting with these heathen nations, the top of these heathen nations is Esau, Edom. You know what I'm saying? The so-called white man, the modern day so-called white man, not white, red. And one thing about it, we knowing that this devil is getting ready to come down with great wrath, right upon us. Very. He's rolling it out with warp speed. So now we're seeing that Donald Trump, in collaboration with Elon Musk, is getting ready to bring this to pass. Also, several others is going to bring it to pass. Also, not So we're seeing that this system is already in place. It's already said that he has the green light to bring forth this cognitive, if I'm saying that right, age. You know what I'm saying? So we seeing that we're very close. This AI, is the rise of what AI. So let's read this once again. It says, Sirach, Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 10 said, never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusts, so is his wickedness. Let's read it again. I butcher it. Sirach, Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 10 said, never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So one thing about it, that you already know when iron rusts, you can't, the process started what the can it started to what start pretty much going to being pretty much destroyed. So, but one thing about it is, so whatever he can't rub it off. He can't get around it. It is what he is. He is the wicked that the Bible speaks of, the border of wickedness. Everything that this man brings forth is wicked. And one thing about it is, never trust thy enemy. And one thing about do not take it. Don't take this implant, and also don't take this RFD microchip, which in fact is that grain of rice, the MOTB. All these things are going to work hand in hand. That's why we constantly are warning. We're sounding like a broken record, like we beating a dead horse. But these are the times that we're living in. We're living in the end time, real time. So now let's start today's video. And after the video, we'll start the lesson. And I hope that you will get edified.
See, that's the thing. Everybody actually understands that Elon Musk is also for technocracy, just the same as the World Economic Forum. The only difference is that he is trying to be the only one running it, versus the World Economic Forum, who has all these elites that are trying to aim for the same thing, which is the fifth industrial revolution, which is eventually transhumanism. Hence why he has a company called Neuralink, the same as how BlackRock has their new Neuralink sort of neuro whatever technology, where they will implant humans with this brain chip. Their goal is to fuse biological humans with AI or whatever these machines or these implants or these nanotech is going to do. This is exactly what the World Economic Forum talked about when you had Yuri, whoever that evil person is, talking about implanting humans and being able to tell what they're feeling, what they're thinking, and using some sort of brainwave technology. Once you actually read the fourth industrial revolution, get to the fifth, you'll understand that that is sort of the future. People need to understand that while Elon Musk is for free speech, and while he's helped with the whole Twitter files, exposing the FBI and all these corrupt organizations, at the end, that is still his goal. Currently, he's building all the infrastructure. You'll see boring tunnels, you'll see Hyperloop, you'll see SpaceX and all that. But you also need to realize that his goal is eventually technocracy. And he believes that the best way that humans can be the best versions of themselves is to eventually mix us and make us into some sort of cyborgs.
Neuralink's first international trial approved in Canada. Elon Musk's Neuralink has received approval for its first international clinical trial in Canada, focusing on helping paralyzed individuals control devices just by thinking. The trial is open to Canadian residents with limited or no ability to use both hands due to amyotrophic lateral sclerosis or cervical spinal cord injury.
My term also is to say, if you take parts of the Optimus humanoid robot and you combine that with a Neuralink, let's say somebody has lost their arms or legs, we could actually attach an Optimus arm or Optimus legs and do a Neuralink implant so that the motor commands from your brain that would go to your biological arms now go to your robot arms or robot legs. And again, you'd have basically cybernetic superpowers.
Actually, so the links.
So we're seeing now what the end goal is, so the fifth industrial revolution, so we know we just got a little quick edification on what is going on here. We're seeing that Elon Musk is going to be working with Donald Trump if he gets into office to bring this to pass, to bring forth the NWO, bring forth this mischievous devices, the MOTB, that grain of rice, I have to be careful what we say now, because we read upon the famine of the word, so we have to be very very careful, be very choice with what words we use, because we know that this algorithm will pick it up. You understand what I'm saying? I got a dry voice tonight, kind of tired tongue tonight, but hey, you understand what I'm saying. So let's go here. Let's start here. Just a quick lesson through the Spirit. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 7 said, "For the mystery of iniquity doers already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out the way." So that's exactly what we're seeing. The mystery of iniquity is it's right now working only for a short season. That's why we know that he's getting ready to come down with great wrath. Also, he's seeing that his days are determined. And one thing about it, the mystery of iniquity is what the so-called white man, the man of perdition. He's constantly being revealed each and every day. And it says here, only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out the way, and that he is the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? He is the one that's constantly in control of all these things that you see that's going on around the world. The Lord is in perfect control. The Lord controls both sides, the left-hand side and also the right-hand side. And one thing about it, the Lord is constantly devising it. The Lord is constantly bringing it to pass, left and right. So the Lord is the one that's going to bring forth the MOTB, the mark of the beast. So the hour of temptation. He gonna bring forth what? Jacob's trouble, the famine of the world, World War III. And also the Lord's gonna bring forth our salvation with great glory and great power, the second coming of our Lord and Savior. So we're very close. Verse 8 said, "Then shall that wicked be revealed who the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, the prophets, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming." So we're very close to that. Then shall that wicked be revealed. So when you read in NLT, he said, then the man of lawlessness, which in fact is the so-called white man, will be revealed. Said, but the Lord Yahushua will kill him with with the breath of his mouth, which in fact is the problem. We bringing him down with this word, this wisdom and knowledge, this gospel, and destroy him by the splendor of his coming. So when the Lord returned in that great fathership, what they ignorantly call UFO or UAP, they're having these UFO hearings right now. They're very concerned that we're not alone. We already know that we've never been alone. And one thing about it, that we know that is the curse that go forth across the entire earth. It's going to be good for the elect. It's going to be bad for the two-thirds, also these heathen nations. The Lord is getting ready to come with great glory and great power, splendor. You know what I'm saying? Amen. We seeing that we're very close. So the Lord said, that's why the Lord always said, look to the east, to the brightness of my coming. So the Lord's going to come from the east in the west, and that that great fathership. Every eye shall see him. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, we're very close. That's why you see UFO sightings all across the world. UAP, you know, they trying to still control the narrative, but one thing about it, they cannot control what the Lord is in perfect control. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I hope I said, I hope that makes sense. But one thing about it, verse 9 said, so even him who is coming is after the workings of Satan with all powers and lying and signs and lying wonders. So one thing about it, who is the coming after the workings of Satan? Who is the physical counterpart of Satan? The so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of. And one thing about it, he's coming with this technology, this AI, this Neuralink, this grain of rice, this it's going to work with your biometrics, massing you with robotics, with machine. So we seeing it happening right before these lying wonders. And a lot of people are going to line up and take this counterfeit power, this counterfeit technology, this pseudo salvation. Verse reading in NLT said, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 9 said, this man will come to do the work of Satan with counterfeit power and signs and miracles. Verse 10 said, and with all deceivingness and unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. Verse 11 said, and for this cause the Almighty shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. So one thing about the Lord, they're gonna be greatly deceived. And one thing about it, and the Lord would choose their delusion because they did not trust in their true power. And one thing about it, we see that we're very close to these times. So let's read it in NLT. It says, so God will cause them to be greatly deceived, and they will believe these lies. So one thing about it, so a lot of people gonna believe these lies. That's why I started off with that precept out of Sirach, Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 10, never trust thy enemy. So one thing about it, that's what he's coming with, these lying wonders. And a lot of people are going to get enticed. You'll be able to see again. You'll be able to walk again. If you don't have any legs or any arm, we will replace them with these robotic arms, these robotic legs, and we're gonna hog wired with this Neuralink, also with this RFD microchip, and also with this CBDC. So everything is getting ready to be digital. So we coming into this this very implantable society, digital society. You know what I'm saying? And also I don't want to say the rest of it, but one thing about it, we're very close. So this technology is here. And also Revelation chapter 13 is speaking off the page. I'm not going to go into Revelation today, but we go into it all the time. Revelation chapter 13, 15 through 18, about the charagma, that badge of servitude. It's going to be dealing with, AI once again. You know what I'm saying? Man, we're very close to all these things are coming up to pass. Data, it's transmitting data back and forth, you know what I'm saying? So we're here, surveillance. These things are here, they are at the door. So now let's go here, and a lot of our people, let's read verse 12. It said that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasures in unrighteousness. So a lot of our people right now, they have pleasures in unrighteousness. They right now they're in the house of mirth, the house of feasting. A lot of people are getting ready for Thanksgiving, getting ready for these wicked pagan holiday, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year, being distracted, constantly getting rocked back to sleep from the left-hand side. And this devil is moving in warp speed. And also we know that World War III has begun. Things could get very, very critical. It could get everything could pop off at any given time. The least of the flock shall draw them out. Also, it was saying that Biden said something about that in Lebanon they have getting ready to have a ceasefire. But when they say peace and safety, or peace and security, then total destruction will come upon them. So one thing about it, the Lord has set up watchmen to constantly warn you of all these impending dangers. So now let's go here to 2nd Ezra. And one thing about it, we know that we're here. 2nd Ezra, let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 69. Salaki. 2nd Ezra chapter 16. Let me slow down. 2nd Ezra chapter 16. 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 69. Let's go here. And it reads, it said, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and reproach and trodden underfoot. And one thing about it, a lot of people are going to consent. A lot of people are going to trust and lean. A lot of people are going to accept this under their skin, and they're going to be trodden underfoot. That would mean that they're going to be totally destroyed. They're going to have to suffer that second death, which in fact is the lake of fire. Do not take it. Trust and believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. He's the only one, and he is the only answer. So verse 71 said, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord, talking about the elect. And one thing about it, so when that time of trouble come and all these things come into play, when they try to put this system into place, it's gonna cause all sorts of sedition among men, all sorts of chaos, civil war, civil unrest, all sorts of chaos, order out of chaos, what's getting ready to happen, and also that invading force. So one thing about it, we already know that he right when the devil's get ready to fill his belly, that's when all these things gonna happen, just like a domino effect. So let's read this once again. It said, 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 71 said, and they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. You know what? Let me go back up. I jumped the gun. Jumped the gun a little bit. Let's go up to this. What I want right here. I'm Salakia. Let me start back over at verse. This is what I want. Is this one here? I want to start at verse 6 to 8. Salakia for that. I jumped the gun a little bit. I got a little lost my train of thought for a minute, but we're back on track. That's the spirit. Let's see here. 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 6 to 8. It said, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idols, with things offered unto idols. We already know what that idol is, that Neuralink, and also that RFD microchip. And also we know that that great multitude will be kindled over you. You know what I'm saying? And they would take certain of you and feed you things being idle, like going to these FEMA camps, these shipping stations. A lot of these things are coming into play. We're constantly wanting and feed you that thing being idle, the MOTB. These things are coming into play. They're already here. All things are ready. The stage is set. We're seeing that we're very close, so we're, a lot of people are going to take it, hey, I'll take it. So right now they already doing all these different trial runs. Already did a couple of trial runs already with this Neuralink. They said by the end of the year they're gonna have several thousand people, and also new trials in Canada. So this is going to be a global event. Feed you things being idols. You know what I'm saying? And at verse 69, let's read this again. So I'm back on track now. So, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and reproach and trodden underfoot. So one thing about it, so if you take this device, if you accept this, if you trust in this system, you depend, if you submit, you are going to be trodden underfoot. You're going to have to suffer that second death once again, which in fact is the lake of fire. And what is the lake of fire? America, Babylon the Great, when those missiles will be shot to the ends of the world. And one thing about it, to what Babylon the Great, this place is going to be total destroyed. This place is going to be total decimated. There will be no inhabitant left there, no root or branch. The Lord's getting ready to destroy this place. That's what we constantly warning you, left and right. So we're very close. That's what I want to get out of. I jumped the gun. I went a little bit further down. I was supposed to start at verse 6 to 8. But hey, one thing about it, we know that the elect will get it through the Spirit. So now let's go here. Revelation chapter 13, we'll close out here. And it's, hey, man, the hour of temptation is right upon us, man. Jacob's trouble is right at the door. These prophecies are constantly speaking loud and clear. Hey, man, we are here. And one thing about it, we're worn out. We're asking the Lord, how long, O Lord? We are ready to get out of here. We are ready to get out of this nightmare. And one thing about it, the Lord is fastly approaching. These prophecies are speaking loud and clear. It is here. It is at the door. Revelation chapter 3, we'll close out here. Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. It said, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So one thing about it, because you have kept the patience, because you had suffered, you came, you overcome. You know what I'm saying? One thing about we're not out of here right now. The Lord has overcome. We also shall overcome. You know what I'm saying? We hoping and praying that we overcome. You know what I'm saying? The same that endure, all these afflictions, all this tribulation and persecution. Also, a lot of us will be martyrs. You know what I'm saying? And, we'll have to, give up the ghost, go to the guillotine. But even through all of that, the Lord already said he will give thee a crown of life. And one thing, we're very close to that. Our salvation is at the door. Immortality, rulership, spiritual power is almost here. And one thing about it, the Lord is getting ready to show up. The Lord is getting ready to set up that righteous order. And also the Lord is getting ready to bring down all these nations, all these governments. And one thing about it, and set up the kingdom of heaven that dwells in righteousness. So the title of the day lesson, once again, is the end goal, the fifth industrial revolution. So I'd like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekah Kwadash. I like to say, Shalom, Shalom.